With us now is Rich Salgado, affectionately known as Big Daddy. Hi, we made it.
We made it.
We made it.
Yes.
Wow, we are 3/4 of the way through the game. Still got some fun that's going to be happening tonight. Still have a nice sit-down dinner this evening, which is something new that you've added this year.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel?
I feel good. I'm. I think you get yourself psyched and you know what's ahead. So even though I was up till 2 a.m., yeah, I was up at 6:30 and answering text messages and emails and hey, this isn't a surprise. Like the hard work that goes into it and everyone that you have to speak to and say hello to and do your thing. It's kind of like I was making guys laugh on the golf course. I'm like, well, I'm your concierge water boy. If you're thirsty, let me know. I'll get you a drink. Guys are looking at you like, what is wrong with you?
What are you doing? What are you doing today? So it's not just about the golf. It's more about the camaraderie. It's about people having a good heart and wanting to do what they can to help another person.
That is the best way to put it. I think that everyone that is here understands that they're giving back in their own way. And I find it very endearing and heartwarming that, when you have people that I've run into about 20 or so people, and the thing that comes out of all of their mouths is, man, what a great job you did. And I'm really like, I don't look at it that way because I think I'm just asking my friends for help. That's the only thing, that's the way I look at it. Where other people are like, wow, you have this one, this one, this one's here, this one's here. And they're friends. So they're here to help. And they understand that we're trying to raise money. So
Jim Trotter said something cool today about you as well. And he said that when you met him and you had helped him with some financial things or whatever, and it was his 3rd week of his vacation, but he already had you penciled in. You were part of his vacation. Like he took his time off to actually kind of come and work, if you will,
yeah.
right? And make a difference. Your brother came out, Jim Salgado, and was talking about your childhood and your mom and how your mom would help everybody in your neighborhood. We talked about your the field, where you now have your your football camp, right? Maybe we should do a golf camp too, Rich. I don't know, right?
I don't know if I could add
Add that on.
anything left for that. But
Add that on. Will there be more? Will there be a next year?
there will be a next year. It's funny how opportunities arise because I've gotten about 7 or 8 business cards where, hey, I would like you to have you at my event, or can you help me with mine? And I'm like, I'll always listen, but nowadays I've gotten better at saying kind of no because you have to really like this is a big on-taking, and I will be the first one to say that I did not do this by myself.
You
That's
have a
the
team.
first thing I want to let people know. Obviously, Angelica plays a big part in this because she produces it and she works 24/7 where I may not do that because I'm basically just picking up the phone and saying, hey, you coming? I got to get you here. This is when you're coming. This is when you're leaving. So kind of like that. There's more. And, and this is more your world, kind of like, hey, you need to run a show. Hey, you need this. And you need that. And I'm like, what? I'm just like, listen, it starts at 7, ends at 11. What? Give me, don't get all complicated, But I get that it has a lot of moving parts and a lot of details and planning and sometimes everyone isn't on the same page and then you've got to I try to be hands off a little bit, but then sometimes you have to be hands on because it's your name, your product, your
100%. And can I tell
reputation.
you something? Everyone that's here thanks you for doing it. Everyone that's here is having a great time. They're making new friends. They're reuniting with old friends. People said, oh yeah, it's great to be back. Victor Green's like, oh yeah, it's good to be back in the room with everyone. And oh, I met this person. I had always looked up to them and I didn't get to know that person. A lot of the business owners too are saying, thank you to you. You've got great raffle prizes this year. You've got great music. It's the party not to be missed. People are really enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
So whatever you did, it turned out great. And somebody's like walking in the door, is that Jill Nicolini? Probably, because I have to tell you, every 10 years that I've done these interviews here, Jill always makes like this phantom appearance. So shout out to Jill Nicolini. But congratulations to you. Congratulations to your entire executive team. Me also being a part of it. I'll just pat myself on the back. But I was joking around. But we did it.
Yeah, there's no joking around. You've been here since day one. So I always make sure to let people know that that is a fact because it's important that people know.
Well,
and
it
I
feels
say
good.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. And thank you back to you too. And I even got an interview with Gary, who owns the castle. So not bad, Rich. Not a bad day indeed.
Yeah, I'm sure that will be its own segment in itself.
And where can people find you? Find more about you? You've got Big Daddy and Friends show. You're a lot of places.
I'm a lot of places, and I got a couple of opportunities that are really going to be really interesting coming up. But listen, I'm on social media like everybody else. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Big Daddy and Friends, and I think that's really enough for now. I don't know.
Well, insurance too. Like people said, you help them out.
Yeah,
so you're willing to take on a few new clients in that regard.
Yeah, my insurance business is, what pays the bills and keeps the lights on, as we say. And I've been doing that for 30 years now. So
wow.
And I have quite a few clients here. So
yeah, you do.
It's funny. We don't talk business, but you better call me or whatever. But the job is done, and we try to do it as best as we can to help people out. And it's not an event what we do; it's a process. So we're teaching, educating, and also helping at the same time. So that's what we're really good at, and that's what we do.
We're making a difference here today, raising some funds and some awareness for two great charities. And I'm glad that you said you'll be back, because if you're going to come back, well, that means I'll be back. So
exactly.
Thank you.
We can't end this party.
We're in it. We're in it together.
This party can't end. I already got people asking already to come back.
Well, there you go.
It's you see this beautiful place. That's what really opens people's eyes. It's Ohika Castle deserves as much credit as anything, because this is a destination that a lot of people are not aware exists, and they do now. They do now.
Thank you, Rich Salgado. Ladies and gentlemen, and that's a wrap from the Big Daddy Golf Classic 2022. And the crowd goes wild. Woo! All right, that was crew, and the crowd goes wild. Now that's what I'm talking about. Woo! All right.